What's up, Knights? Today I'm going to talk to y'all about part of my journey here. Okay, it's a part of my self-improvement journey. Before I started going on the self-improvement journey, I was afraid to speak up. I was very timid, very shy in a way, but shy towards things like confrontation and a lot of different things that you have to face and battle in order to be your best self. So I decided right after I started my self-improvement journey, like within the first month, I decided I have to become more masculine. So I started studying the different masculine hierarchies, like the knight, the king, the bard, all these different things. I don't think the bard's one of them, but I know the knight and the king are. And I started studying all these different things and really focusing on how I can implement certain masculine traits into my personality. I started studying and reading different articles about how a quote-unquote man should be. I listened to audio books written by like classical men that were like raised in like the 1950s and 60s that actually knew what grit and hard work was and knew that they had to take care of their woman and they had to take care of their house and themselves and manning up in a way. That's what I was studying. Like listening to Bedros Keuilian, he talks about manning up. And it's not just about being more masculine, it's about simply just manning up and doing what you're supposed to do. But being more masculine is a trait I wanted to have. So I would listen to people like him who are very masculine individuals and pick up on certain character traits that they have and incorporate them into myself, like I mentioned a second ago. This is not saying that being feminine is bad. Some people are more feminine and some people are more just, in the middle. And I was more like this in the middle. I wasn't really feminine, but I wasn't really masculine. I was just sitting there in the gray zone. And there's nothing wrong with the gray zone. There's nothing wrong with it at all. But me personally, part of my self-improvement was to become more of a quote-unquote man, more masculine individual, more traditional in value sets, and all these different things that associate with that. So here I am studying hardcore. I'm reading article after article after article. I'm listening to audiobooks, learning how to stand up more straight, how to sit better, how to walk more masculine, how to talk more masculine, how to speak only when I have something that I should be certain about saying. And that's a big thing right there. You should only speak when you are certain about what you are going to say. And I still have a lot more work to do on becoming more masculine in general. There's so many things that I learned and I put into place. I implement these things, these strategies, these techniques, these character traits. But then I forget about them over time after I constantly remind myself. And I've been lacking on doing that lately. I've been lacking on reminding myself of the self-improvement stuff that I should be working on. The character traits. That's a big part of self-improvement is the character traits. And I'm okay with still being slightly, on the feminine side here and there. Like, for example, look at this cute new bag I got. Look at this. Look at this cute little bag. This is so adorable. This is so, cute and, it's sexy. And look at that. This is sexy. I love it. Little one strap. Oh, I love it. It's so sexy. But for real, though, it's okay to enjoy pretty things and stuff like this and like little cute bags like that. As long as you also know where you're heading and you know what part you're trying to work on. If you're okay with being more masculine or more feminine or in the middle ground, that's okay. Do what you gotta do. Do you. But me personally, I want to be more masculine. But I'm still okay with buying cute bags and stuff. So look at this. This is not just cute. This is also very masculine and sexy and it's beautiful and I love it. I've been wanting that bag for 3 years, folks. I've been wanting this bag for 3 years. I finally gave myself permission to buy that bag. Permission is a big thing you got to give yourself. You got to give yourself permission to do a lot of things and you don't realize you have to do that. A lot of people don't think about, I haven't given myself permission to do X, Y, or Z. Well, I had to give myself permission to buy this bag. So I had to give myself permission to work on myself to become a more masculine individual. If I wasn't as masculine as I am, I don't think my relationship would be working out the way it is. So I know that previous relationships I've been in didn't work out so well because I wasn't as masculine as I should have been. I didn't have anyone around to really teach me the masculine traits of an adult male. At least the masculine traits adult male should have. And nor did I have the discipline to go out and learn these things myself until I, had my whole revelation in November of 2023. Say revelation, it was a mental breakdown. But still, it also was a revelation. Until I had that, I didn't know I had to work on these things. It wasn't in my head the way it is now. And I have to reinstill this. So today, I'm going to think about and reinstill some of the masculine character traits that I have learned about, but since forgotten to implement in the ways I used to implement them, like a year ago. You have to constantly be working on reminding yourself of these things. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'll remind myself of this. I'm going to journal about it later. Get my journal inside the bag. It fits perfectly. So is the book I'm reading and a bunch of other fun stuff. I got like Medicina and camera supplies, all sorts of stuff in there. Lots of good stuff. But yeah, that's the topic of today's video in a nutshell. Reminding yourself of the things that you want to work on and working on them and becoming the version of yourself you want to become. You have to isolate the things you want to work on to do that. And like I said, one of those things for me was masculinity. And I'm still working on that. I need to commit more to that, and I'm going to today. I've decided. But that's it, folks. That's the video. That's what I got for y'all this week. Merry Christmas, by the way. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. I will catch y'all in the next video. Stay noble, live that noble lifestyle. And yes, sir, keep growing how you need to grow, Knights. And I will catch y'all in the next video.